So the tree of life is a tree that's overlooked. You don't hear everybody talk about the tree that Eve ate of, but nobody talk about the tree of life that you could have eaten of and live and may have a different kind of life or a better life. Not taught, nothing is said about it. It's not even available to you. You've been cut totally off from that tree. Why? Why have we been cut off from the tree of life? Sometimes you can hide things in plain sight. So the tree has always been there. It's always been there in this context. You don't hear anything of it. So it's like it's there, but it's hidden because everyone acts like they don't see it or don't even think about it. And then you can't, how do you get to it? You're eating off this tree of good and evil. Everything is good. You have the evil, and we just get used to it. And like, this is the way things are. Why are they this way? Because we were set up, because we were put in the garden with the tree and told, don't eat of that tree now. If you didn't want me to eat of the tree, why did you put it in the garden? So don't eat of that tree. But then there's another tree that if you eat of, you can have life. Is a tree of life. You can eat of that tree. If you eat of that tree, you're going to live. So I don't want you to eat of that tree. I'm going to put you out so you don't have access to it. So it's not openly available, even in, I'm going to talk about the structures now. The structure of the kingdom that is over the good and evil is different from the kingdom of the light of God. So when we ask you to take another look at God, we're asking you to take a look at the God that set us up with the tree of good and evil. And why would God be messing around with evil anyway? Why? I mean, why would what God? Things that, what I can tell you is that universally, not heaven and earthly, but universally, there's more out there than what we know and what we've been taught or what we can even think of. There's a lot out there. But this God who has set us up to eat from this tree of good and evil, and yeah, I am talking about God setting us up. God, as you know God, setting us up. Creator God did not set us up, but there is someone you call or we call in heaven God that did set us up. This God is not who you think this God is. Asking you to take another look at God and question this God in heaven, because there's a God beyond, there's a creator God, source creator, beyond the God in heaven that you think you know, but don't really know. You could question it, question him because he is a he. You can question him. He has a team. In my experiences, spiritual experiences, I've come to know that this God in heaven that you call Father God is not the creator God. He is a lesser God who has set himself as God, but then because heaven and earth have been shut off from the rest of the universe in a sense, you don't know that he is not the top God or source creator. People tend to think that he is source creator. Source creator he has disconnected himself from source creator and set himself up as God. Now, if you want to know more about that setup and that structure, I can have we can have another conversation. So I have a chart, his structure, who's working in his kingdom and everything. Also have one of the tree of life, or the light of God kingdom, and that structure as well. But it's not what we think it is. Some of you I've already shared this information with. Those that were asking me when I was doing healing sessions and another Light of God project that we've been working on. So I think I'm gonna stop it right there. There are different structures, two different structures. There is the Light of God that you can learn about. It is a different setup and structure. It is it's connected to the creator. This one, he has his own structure. This God in heaven, not who you think he is. If you really want to know, I will tell you. But I don't think I'll share it in this. And I have shared it with some of you, but I won't share it. I'm feeling I'm not supposed to share it at this time. Because to share it, it's going to really, it'll rock your world. And if you're not ready for it, everyone's not ready for it.